As Noah starts practicing, we get to see that Swordmaster Ryza was hiding behind a wall. There she was listening to what Noah and his mates were planning against her for the fight day. Nino, on the other hand, was teaching Noah the throwing technique. There she said that the most important thing about throwing is to GUID the trajectory, using the bare minimum mana necessary, and that is all Noah has to take care of. Following that, Nino throws the star-shaped weapon towards a tree, and to everyone's surprise, the star actually curved a lot. Noah was mesmerized by this offense technique. Subsequently, Loga said that with his shield technique, he actually can change the trajectory of this offense. Thereafter, Loga shows him this technique too. Seeing this, Noah was absolutely flabbergasted. Next up, we can see Noah tries to create a dagger-shaped illusion under Kulta's instructions. Then, Kulta told Noah that the shape of his dagger was looking funny. Kulta says that her bladeless fighting style in particular is specialized for fighting against blade-shaped mana. If one constantly supplies blades with their mana, it wouldn't lose their shape. That's why Noah needs to practice supplying mana first. Noah agrees with her assessment. Kulta says that it is unlikely for him to make progress with her bladeless style, as he is already practicing several styles. It's not a particularly easy style to master either. Just then, Kulta sees that Noah is already doing pretty well at picking up her style. He cultivates the mini blade with his mana. Kulta, seeing this, is quite surprised as she needed 3 days to learn this part. However, Noah was doing in a mere 30 minutes. By now, Noah had created a serviceable blade. This made Kulta think that he isn't exactly the cutest student one can teach to. Just then, something mischievous plays in Kulta's mind. She follows it up by wrapping a cloth on Noah's eyes and seductively restraining him. She tells Noah that he must try and focus on doing the technique while she does this to him. She proceeds to blow some air into his ears, and even holds him in a choke hold to disbalance him, all while telling him to keep up with his mana so that the blade doesn't lose its shape at all. As she keeps doing these things to him, Noah finally succumbs and tells her that what she's doing is hurting her. However, even as he falls down, Kulta comes to notice that his blade is still maintaining its shape. This impresses Kulta, as she tells Noah that he definitely has a knack for this. As she continues teasing Noah, Nino and Loga watch on from afar. Nino says that she wants to be in Noah's position, seeing how Kulta was being with her. Loga says that it looks like Noah and Kulta are having a lot of fun. Just then, Nino feels a strong shiver down his spine. Her reaction shocks Loga, as he quickly questions her reason for giving such a reaction. Just then, Nino lets him know that she has been feeling a wild blood lust from somewhere. The scene pans out and we see that Noah's elder sister, Ryza, was watching all this from a distance. She was absolutely fuming in rage. We get to know that after she learned that the group were joining up with Noah for practice, she decided to follow them. And she followed them well to get there. She didn't like how the girl, Kulta, was behaving with her brother. Even though she finds her cute, curses that girl. Subsequently, we see Kulta going a step further and starting to tickle Noah. Ryza despises this as Kulta, in her eyes, was all over Noah and taking it a step too far. She also saw Noah enjoying himself and wondered why he was like that. Upon paying closed attention to the situation, Ryza notices something. That something is Noah's smile. She sees Noah smiling and it really shocks her. Even though she tries to recall, she can't quite remember the last time she saw Noah laughing. She remembers her past memories. One thing was a constant: Noah was struggling with them and wanted a chance to get stronger. It is only when she recalls his childhood is when she saw his smile last time. Seeing this softens up Ryza somewhat. She clenches her fist and turns back. Ryza comes to realize that for the past few years, all she has done as a sister to Noah is force rigorous training on him. As she turns back and decides to leave, she sees all of Noah's friends joining in on the tickling. Only one question plagues Ryza's mind. She wonders if it has come to the point that Noah no longer needs her presence in his life. Later, the scene changes to Lodja, a luxurious hotel where Ryza is currently staying. There, Ryza understands that she can't just relax in her room with her current mindset and decides to freshen up a little. She starts taking off her armor. Eventually, she strips fully naked. As she is doing so, She tells herself about how this special treatment is a method of persuasion being used by the guild. She points out how demon activity has increased substantially, and that her power as the Swordmaster is needed to combat it. So, her staying and cooperating with the guild isn't something that's going to do well. Subsequently, she enters the water, lays back on the tub, and ponders about things. The thing that is stuck on her mind is Noah, and all the things about him. She realizes that at this point, she should let Fem know about the demons. Fem, being a saint and being the top of the Holy Cross Church, should know more about these matters. Besides, the guild will also be happy if Fem were to handle this matter. Following this, Riza's mind wanders back to how she wants to bring Noah back home. She can't comprehend that it's already been a month since he ran away from her. Since then, he has shown immense growth. He wandered off on his own and managed to take the life of a demon. Not only that, he also managed to make a direct challenge to Riza herself, without showing any signs of fear. Riza can't deny that her brother is a very talented swordsman. Even she knew that he always was a notch or two above the average swordsman, but she wanted him to improve even more. This is why she strengthened her own feelings and gave him the toughest training regimes to get him better. However, to think Noah has improved so much without her makes her put on a bittersweet smile. However, the real feeling creeps in soon on Riza, as she admits that she really wants to pamper and love Noah too. After giving it some thought, she comes to question why Noah never developed the necessary spirit under her. Her being the sword master, training him should have done him better, yet it didn't. Which makes her think even more on how come Noah managed to become such a formidable swordsman in the space of a month. Only after a while does Riza realize that the woman named Kulta might have a part to play in this. This angers her, as she imagines a mental image of Kulta taunting her. She breaks down her allegations by pointing out how Noah is at the age where boys are looking to explore. It just so happens to be that Kulta is a girl who also happens to be a bit on the cuter side. It's only natural for Noah to feel extra excited around her, and have him want to show off to her. No wonder Noah challenged her to a fight without a sense of fear, because he wanted to show off and look cool in front of Kulta. This makes her come to the conclusion that her brother is being seduced. Angered, she gets up from the bathtub and decides to do something about it. She puts on her fighting gear again and takes her sword in hand. As she swings it, she vows to finally make Noah understand everything. She intends to do so through a duel. She becomes more and more intense as she swings her sword and promises to treat Noah better this time. She promises to be the one to teach him how to fight and manifest a proper spirit. And more importantly, slowly but surely, she intends on making Noah tell her that he loves him dearly. She will pamper him better than Kulta. The intensity of her thoughts got to her, and her powerful swings broke a portion of the Lodja Hotel building. However, she still vows to show Noah what he has been missing out on. The scene changes to Lodja's Water Street, where Noah clenches his fist while sitting on a bench. He makes his mind up to fight with everything he has. Just then, his stomach starts grumbling out of hunger. So, Loga comes and gives him a special dish that he had gotten just for Noah. It's a Water Street specialty called a Demon Chicken Spicy Sandwich. Noah thanks Loga for getting him food, and Loga tells him it's fine. Loga then goes on to say how the Water Street is always crowded and bustling. He further adds that it is because the place has stores of all kinds, be that prostitution or blacksmith. It's in the downtown of Lodja after all. Right then, Noah takes in a bit of the demon spicy chicken sandwich and enjoys it. He mentions how the food is quite good. Loga says it will give him a lot of energy. Following this, Loga tells him that once they're done with the duel, he wants Noah to join him to a shop he likes, referring to a brothel he often goes to. However, Noah understands what he means and tells him that he isn't really interested in it. As Loga persuades him, Nino and Kulta see this and understand the situation. They try to scare Loga off by telling him that they will inform Riza if he continues this, or they might do it right away. After this, Nino and Kulta both give Noah something to eat from their behalf. Noah is surprised and asks them what it is for. Kulta explains that food is necessary for him, as he can't win with a hungry stomach. So, she got him this drink which apparently helps boost one's energy to the next level. Meanwhile, Nino tells him that he got fried potato slices for him because she also liked it and thought he would as well. Noah is genuinely touched by their thoughtful nature, so he starts going all out to consume the food. Nino and Kulta are happy that he is doing that too. After eating, Loga asks Noah if he is ready to go for it, to which an enthusiastic Noah replies positively. Ready for the epic duel. After that, as they start walking to the place where the duel is to be hosted, everyone wondered how Loga had gotten hold of a place to duel in a business district. Loga, proud of his knowledge, states that once one knows about something, they just know it. His nose grows in arrogance, as he declares himself the master of the Water Street and claims that he has the name for a reason. Kulta and Noah are unsure of how to react, so Nino explains that he had gotten his name for being a frequent visitor of the brothels in the area. This makes a lot of sense for Noah, as he asks if that is the reason why he has lost all of his money. Loga, embarrassed, ignores the topic and says that it is because of his vast knowledge of the area that they've managed to secure a reservation at the bar. This shocks the rest of the crew, as they didn't know how a bar was going to host a duel between Noah and Riza. Despite that, they enter the room, and their questions about where the duel would take place rises again. Just then, Noah hears some special sounds from a specific room and immediately recognizes that it's Riza. They then make their way towards the room and learn that it's the pathway to the battleground of the bar. Loga provides further context about the bar. He says that the bar was once a place where vicious and bloody duels would take place and people would come to watch them as a spectacle while having a drink. However, as time has passed, it became too much for them to maintain, so the freak show aspect of the bar shut down. But the place where the battles took place still exists, and that is where the fight will take place. Upon entering the battle arena, Noah comes face to face with his elder sister, Riza. She looked a bit conflicted about her thoughts while Noah looked prepared yet nervous. Loga announces that the duel will start soon, and Riza immediately changes her expression to get into a battle mood. Loga points out that Riza is always ready for a battle. That's why she is the sword master. Loga then informs them that he has put a barrier around the bar to withstand damage from the duel. However, he is sure that the barrier won't be useful if Riza were to go berserk, as her strength is on another level. Riza assures him, saying that she has brought her wooden sword only. She will fight the duel with her wooden sword, because if she uses her real sword, the damages won't be compensable. And Noah will lose his life too. Assured, Loga announces the rules for the duel, saying that there will only be one round with no time limit. During the bout, if Noah manages to land a strike on Riza, he wins. Whereas, if Riza manages to avoid getting hit and wear out Noah to the point he can't continue anymore, she wins. He says that the duel will commence with his signal. A few moments before the bout, the siblings trash talk each other a little. Noah confidently declares that Riza will not be taking on her brother, but instead an adventurer. Riza retorts that she likes the sound of that, but she is unsure if she will see the spark in the duel. As Loga is moments away from signaling the beginning of the duel, Riza notices something odd. She notices that Noah still uses a weak stance. She wonders just what has Noah learned to still continue with the same mistakes. Subsequently, the battle starts with Loga's signal. Riza wastes no time in charging at Noah. She had hoped to beat some sense into him. After all, letting your guard down for even a mere second can be costly in battle. She thinks that she is the only one who belongs with Noah. She's the only one who can teach him, and the only one who can bring him to the correct path is her. She decides to end it with one decisive blow. As she connects with her wooden sword to Noah's right, she hits something weird. Suddenly, the blow explodes and some liquid spray comes out of it. Riza is left perplexed, as she can't figure out what happened. This is when Noah explains that he expected her to do this. After all, Noah always leaves his right side open when he is nervous in battle. Riza is aware of this, and knowing that, Noah prepared spray paint bombs in his cloak. Noah is fully aware that Riza expects him to make the same mistakes that Noah used to make. But just for her information, Noah isn't the same person that he was. He is going to use all of the tricks he has learned as an adventurer to outsmart her. This is how he fights now. Riza is surprised to see Noah going so far in his quest to beat her. However, She makes it clear that such cheap tricks won't allow him to land a blow on her. Noah, more confident than ever, declares that he is fully aware of Rise's prowess. That is why he has prepared a special move. A finishing move that will take her out. The finishing move in question is executed subsequently by Noah. The move is called the Strike Flame Single Flash. The name of the move is based on the effect of the move. A sword strike that sends out flame in a single flash. The flame is quite strong and is sent right towards Risa. Risa is impressed by her brother's newfound prowess, but she isn't really worried by it. For her, it's fine as long as she doesn't get hit by it. So, she easily dodges the flame attack and goes for Noah right away, trying to find an opening from a counterattack. However, Noah matches up to her beat and manages to block her attack. This surprises Risa, as she didn't believe that Noah could have maintained his defensive form right after launching an attack. Meanwhile, Noah fully expected Risa to dodge the attack, but it was a ploy from him to see how she's operating. From what he can tell, Risa has been moving a bit hesitantly from the beginning. Wary of Noah, if she continues operating at such a pace, Noah can definitely beat her. Noah wastes no time following this up with some more flame strike, single flash moves. He constantly starts throwing flame moves at Risa, but she uses her incredible reflexes and finesse to handle the situation wisely. Noah keeps at it, but eventually realizes that his plan is failing to register the effect he wants it to. He had expected to burn down Risa's wooden sword with his flames, which would leave the sword master open. However, he has miserably failed at it. He comes to terms that if he continues doing it, he will only waste his mana, and so he decides to change it up. Risa finally speaks up and she praises her brother's skillful flame attacks, deeming them to be quite powerful. But this just made her want to power up her own moves too, to show him what he is up against. Saying this, Risa loads up and launches a sword attack that feels like a giant devil's claw crushing down on Noah. Noah uses an angle sword to consume the majority of the damage, but the power is so much that he falls to his knees. Soon, the ground starts breaking under Noah. It makes Noah wonder just how strong a human can be to be like his sister. Her strength is overwhelming. Risa, noticing he blocked the attack, warned Noah. She says that she will continue to hit him with the same attack. Noah, realizing that his back will crack under the pressure, decides to use Bladeless style to create a shield with his mana. This mana-made shield is able to save Noah from the attack and all the subsequent attacks that Risa followed up with. However, eventually a blow from Risa sends Noah flying off. But Noah uses this momentum to his advantage, as everyone including Risa is shocked. Mid-air, Noah glares at his sister, finding an opening and goes to attack Risa where she was open. His slash if the sword is both fast and furious. Risa only manages to avoid the attack by the slightest of margins. Noah manages to come down to ground after the attack, and is also able to take a stance right away. Huffing for breath, Noah adds that it was a close call, and that if it weren't for the Bladeless style mana shield, he'd probably be done and dusted by now. As Kulta, Loga and Nino watch on from afar as spectators, Loga asks everyone why Risa's wooden sword wasn't burnt yet. After all, the heat coming from Noah's flames were quite damn hot. Kulta says there's no way she can answer that question, but she assumes that it must be because she is using something special to strengthen that sword. Nino questions if Risa is using mana to power up her wooden sword. Kulta says that she doesn't know for sure, but what she does know is that the aura of Risa's mana is something that she hasn't felt before. Noah once again tenses up as he tries to motivate himself. He tells himself that he needs to focus and that he can still fight. Not only fight, but he can also win by landing a blow on her. Risa, on the other hand, keeps silent for a while. After her silence, Risa finally speaks up by saying that Noah has really grown a lot as of late. Noah is left confused by this, as he didn't expect his sister to bring this up. Risa continues on and adds that it is her brother's first time fighting her head on like this in a duel. She also says that she couldn't help but acknowledge how much he has grown on strength after they reunited after a long layoff. Noah, still very much confused, asks his sister why she is insisting on having this duel if she feels this way. Ryza softly answers by telling Noah that the outside world is way more dangerous than the world he lived in. Noah doesn't know where she was heading, so Ryza mentioned the Hydra, a demonic dragon, saying that Noah knows firsthand how dangerous that monster can really be. But back at their home, Ryza will be there for Noah. Not only her, but his other elder sisters too. Elia, Seal, Fem, and Escasia, all of Noah's elder sisters will be there for him, and they'll protect their little brother with all they have. So, she wants her younger brother to come back home. Doubt surrounds Noah, as he doesn't know what to say to that. Right at that very moment, Kulta yells out saying that Noah needs to stand firm. Nino also joins in by telling him to hang on, as he hasn't even lost yet. Loga also encourages Noah by telling him that his last attack was a whisker away from landing on Ryza. Hearing this, Noah's resolve strengthens immediately. Having found his confidence back, he clenches his sword firmly. He thinks to himself as he looks at his elder sister that this duel can't be won by landing a single blow alone. He needs to make Ryza understand that no matter what big danger lies ahead of him in this world, he, Noah, can stand firmly and take it all on his own and protect himself from it. Smiling with confidence, he tells Ryza that he really appreciates her concern. However, he won't be going back home with her. Saddened, Ryza has no choice but to accept her brother's choice. Following this up, Noah asks his elder sister to use the move on her. Ryza is left perplexed by Noah's demand and asks him what he wants. Noah explains that he wants Ryza to use that one special move of hers that she only showed Noah once. Unsure herself, Ryza asks Noah if he really wants her to do it. Noah says that if he manages to withstand that special attack and still manages to land a blow on her, he wants Ryza to acknowledge him with all his heart. This makes Ryza blush, as she calls her brother cheeky for saying what he did. She immediately gets back in position and says that if he wants her to do it, then she will do it. She tells him to brace himself as she starts executing the special technique. The pure aura of the move starts causing a rumble in the arena. The quadruple divine swords formation comes into full flow as we see 4 Ryzas stand with their swords.